Okay, so the election is next, and I'm definitely looking forward to this, especially because the industrialists look as if they're currently in the lead. The reason for that might be down to what I've been doing. I've been making industry-related buildings. I also recruited a hero that I think prefers the industrial party, and system leveling also contributes to it, which I haven't been doing. That's not available until the second era. But yeah, let's check out the elections then. That's actually within the territory of the asteroid, so they're gaining 50 production to the nearest system. I assume it's a nearest system rather than all of them. The Scientist Party have been unlocked. They have enough support to be represented in the next election. I'm not sure if it's this one coming up or oh, actually it's at the end of the turn, the next election. Right. So we've got more population, good. Let's move on our ships. And what else is there to do? Science, what did I pick up? The food, which I may or may not make soon. It's, you need system levels for it, and you need the original Empire population to get the most out of it. The next technology. We're 2 away from the next era now, and science has gone up a decent amount recently, I guess. So I think I want the movement bonus for our ships. That would be pretty good. It would also allow us to colonize tundra. Which planets are the flooded worlds? Ice, ocean, swamp, and atoll. Which I actually believe none of these would give us boreal. There isn't a colonizing tech there. No. But I think I would the extra movement out of all the stuff that's available, all the ships. There's influence, which if I could pass some laws would become more useful. That would be nice, that building. Particularly nice, but I'm going to go for that. I don't need the enables unlock of new heroes from that, I think, because I've got the academy. But if I didn't, I would have to get that. Right, let's do some expeditions when I can later on. Don't have anything in the Hannah here, no. Good. I was wondering that. And let's get some of these done. So, which one should I do? I'll do the boreal. Imperium. Ooh, there's a new quest. A new host. Hoche. Not sure how you pronounce that. A group of archaeologists from your exploration party has come to you with a bizarre report. They claim to have seen a ghostly airship made of balloons and solar panels silently traversing the planet's skies. You are initially skeptical, but one of your historians insists that the airship matches the mythical description of Hos, an ancient endless who watched from the skies as her home planet Kairos was converted to dust. Hos is long dead with the rest of the endless, and this planet could not possibly be Kairos. But the story seems to have captured the imaginations of your crew, who are now speaking of founding a colony here. Create an outpost on planet name. Right, there's a text error there. And our reward would be the Obelisk of Remembrance, which is 10 extra happiness and 7 influence on temperate worlds wherever you build that. That's pretty friggin' nice. So it's a unique system improvement, so maybe it's only on one world. Yeah, can only be built once per empire. But yeah, that sounds like a quest I would definitely want to do. Right, so I'll have to do that later. And let's do another expedition on the Boreal world. I would like to colonize that ocean world perhaps, but to fill one of the quests, but I think it's a really late game. Colonizing tech era 3 or more, surprisingly. You think ocean worlds would be reasonably easy to colonize? Arguably Earth is an ocean world, I guess, isn't it? Anyway, let's wait the turn for that, and end turn here. Our guys are amphibians as well, I suppose. Right, so the election is taking place. We have 2 new political parties taking place within the election. The current support of this political party, the higher support, the more powerful our laws you can vote. The red gauge shows the estimated decrease of support in the latest survey. Is that enough to lose the election? I don't know. Right, I want to know what happens if someone else were to win the election rather than your starting political party, basically. So I could, yeah, if you want to know what the laws are potentially like as well, here are some currently available. I think I've mentioned this one before, Probes for All, Brain Drain Bill, and Eureka Act. That would be amazing, actually, that one. But yeah, I'm gonna try and get the industrialists in. Don't have enough money to finance the campaign or intimidate candidates, so I'm not really expecting to win, but it's an outside shot of it. I think they were supposedly ahead though not long ago. Okay, well actually they did terribly. So the science faction just coming in just stole all their votes, perhaps. That's maybe why they didn't get much. Or maybe I did something to allow the pacifists to retain power. I don't know what it was, to be honest. The survey was wrong, no? So, the pacifists retain power, that means. You can see the vote breakdown of each system. And the industrialists, actually, because they came third, they haven't really got a mandate at all in future. So, for now, scientists, because they are now within the Senate, we can only have 2 political parties with our current government, I think. Yeah, these have become available. So there's a Brain Drain Bill and the Probes for All, which I could enact, should I wish. Yeah, look, the Industrialist Party was there, and that was only like a turn ago. So it massively changed for some reason. Right, there's tons of stuff going on. I'll come back to Gobris in a second. And we've actually met the Cravers. The Hive cares little for the interests of other races. Talk. Right, Leaper AI, Cravers. Created by the Endless for an insectoid life form, the Cravers are in a purest sense hunter-gatherers who would never have independently evolved the systems and infrastructure needed to raise crops or domesticate animals. Their life cycle is based on consumption, and as such, they are capable of digesting any form of plant or animal matter. As their homeworld is close to being consumed, they must leave in search of further nourishment. For, if they do not continue to expand, discover and exploit new worlds, the society will eat itself to death. Feeding the Hive is all their consuming purpose. The notions of treaty, trade and peace do not exist. Their affinity is slave drivers. When on a planet, Cravers will enslave and consume the other populations. This reduces the other population's growth and approval, but results in 50% higher FIDSI production. Traits, big fleets, crowded planets, fearless warriors, eternal war, and they have the art of science. They've actually assimilated the Du-Yevens minor race. They have a minus percentage of tech costs. I wonder if they conquered them or paid them in influence on money. Okay. That's Cravers then. So I could put that through already. I have enough moderate support. and influence. That would be quite nice actually, the system improvement, reduce cost, but it would lose me science, so I'm going to have to think about that. That might want to put through later on. There's a limit on how many lures I can have though, and I still might want that one, but money arguably isn't all that important. You can buy, well I say that, you can buy improvements, but they're very, very expensive. And it looks like I actually forgot to colonize last turn as well, when I could have done. So I think I've colonized all of the currently available planets in the center, at least available without getting new technology. So I'm going to colonize Corum. I think it's a 5-planet system. I should get that up and going. $314. Actually just short. Oh, and I actually completed that quest as well. So new hosts, they call it. Though none of the new colony's inhabitants have ever reported another sighting of the ghostly ship. It is said that hosts perished aboard her lost airship, mourning the death of her mates and waiting for the gods to come and transform Kairos back into the paradise it once was. Perhaps so many years after hosts and the fall of the Endless, the gods have finally come. So we can build that now on some world. I'm gonna have to figure out where I want to place that. It gives influence. I could do something here as well, but yeah, 12 turns is okay. It gives influence, so I probably want to place it, well, Mataka might be a good idea. More influence there. I can get those within the system boundaries, and then they would immediately become colonies rather than outposts. So is there a temperate world there? Yes, there is. Yeah, that sounds like a good idea for me to do later on there. Let's go and find a better world somewhere. Gobris. Let's stick on that. Where are we here? It's a Terran temperate world. I think I'd get the... yeah, that's probably best next. Followed by that. Okay. Mataka. Completed production. Won't get... maybe... Hamilon. 4 turns. I'm actually having second thoughts about sticking the obelisk here, although I don't have many temperates. Main reason why I want to stick it there is to get these within the influence, but that's lava, so that's going to take... well, don't really need to get that within it. Influence, because I won't be able to colonize it anytime soon, if ever. I'm not sure if that tech's available yet. And that tundra I might want to be colonizing soon anyway, so that's not going to help either. So I'm going to hold off on that. For the time being though, let's get up science, probably, is it? That's cheap tech. I'll put that in the list. Right. Okay. Let's move the ships on. Getting a ship next turn. That caravel. It's got more expeditions to do. Let's do dash. $50 influence. I'm actually near now to getting a really good lore pass, a very expensive one I think. There's one more to do there. There's tons to do here of expeditions. Let's do the Boreal next. Blue cat mold. And I can wait. Okay, so next turn. What's that again? Tundra. Right, so I've got to remember to colonize this turn. I've just made a ship here. Let's actually get this out. I haven't checked. There is a... There is a tech which gives more support modules, which I can't remember if I've picked up or not. I think I have actually. Where is it? That one. Unlocks all Area 1 support modules. I don't actually know how worthwhile picking up that is or not. What they do actually. Okay. Got 4 ships on the go now. Right, that can wait. That can wait. That's brought back here to complete the quest, which I'd forgotten all about. That one. $60 dust. And a reward of 200 dust. So that was easy to do, and I should have done that a lot earlier. You are able to get this resource. I didn't realize this was possible. So, as your ships ascend, kicking clouds of dirt up from the planet's surface, a small warning lamp illuminates the communication station in your capital ship. Before you know it, you are receiving panic transmissions from the rest of your fleet. You are under attack from rocks? An explosion makes your ship lurch, snapping you out of your confusion. There is no time for contemplation. The battle is in full swing. Survive the battle and win. This is a scout. Don't think there's much chance of winning this. In fact, there's no chance. So I'm just going to retreat and hope to survive, sadly. Yeah, I'm not going to be able to do it. Ooh, there's an ability that's going to come in a future beta update there, supposedly. Not available in early access. There's the advanced option here, prepare for battle. Any good commander knows that where a battle is fought is just as crucial to success as the composition of his forces. Pay attention to the arena. It can apply effects that dictate the conditions of the battle. Each opponent has access to a different set of battle plans. Select a battle plan to learn more about it. Every empire can select from one of 3 different battle plans. These plans determine the range, intention, short, medium or long of each flotilla and the subsequent trajectories of your ships. Short range will dominate medium, medium dominates long, and long dominates short. The stars show these advantages. Question is, will you play it straight or will you bluff? Remember, the trajectories define which weapon ranges will be most used during the battle. It's probably a good idea to select a range that complements the weapon modules on your fleet. See compatibility percentage and negates the enemy's probable weapons. Don't worry if you've forgotten. Hover over the ships in the flotillas or click on your fleets and enemy fleets to re-familiarize yourself. Okay, so if we go back, you know what? We haven't seen combat yet, have we? And I'm sure you'd like to see it, even if it means me losing a ship. So I will actually do some combat rather than retreat. As leader of an entire empire, when it comes to battle, your role is a strategic one. Here you can choose a battle plan and compare the strength of your fleet against the enemies. Click on the events where we did that before. So, Prowler, you can see down the bottom range efficiencies, half for medium, 100% for short, 0% long. That is likewise. This has 27 in weapons and 68 shields, 590 health, 9 for weapons, 16 defense, 505 caravels, 1832, 620. Maybe not completely and utterly outmatched, but it's certainly not a favourite for this in any form. Now, if I'm remembering correctly, it was long range that outdid short range, wasn't it? But we want short range because that's our compatibility. So this gives 25% defense modules, damage reduction on ships. you can have a look at the AI's options here. So if he picks that option, that's best for me basically. But why would he go medium range? He wouldn't. Or would he? Depends about the AI, I guess. He'd only go medium if he thinks I'm going to go long. And I would only go long if I was bluffing to counter his short. So yeah, there's a lot of trickery to this system potentially. But how it would work, how you'd be able to trick the AI, I don't know. You can't really, can you? It's only against a human opponent. So the AI is probably just going to pick based on I don't know what. So these options as well give you different bonuses. There's health after the battle, 25% defense modules damage reduction on ships, 20% damage on weapon modules. That's the one I probably want. Well, maybe that one actually, to stay alive. So I'm gonna pick those options, I think. I'm gonna hope that the AI picks that because he thinks I'll go long. Okay. Did I get it right? Is that what I just picked, or is that what's really happening? I'm not sure. Right, hopefully my frame rate will be alright for this. Be a little bit iffy. I've got a graphic setup on actually really try this out. You can put the scan thing on. There's actually some new options that they've added since the early access release. Slow the battle speed, reset to normal speed, increase the battle speed, or skip to action. I'm gonna skip to the action, I think. Right, my frame rate's slightly dipping below 30 at the moment. I think we might survive combat, but I don't know if we're going to win it, put it that way, in terms of doing more damage. In fact, we're quite close to losing our ship, maybe there. Haven't done much damage to the accelerator or the prowler. Draw. Right, so I'm not dead, I'm going to have to retreat. But that's combat, so you don't get to influence it too much, arguably, but right, supposedly we both went interlock there. It's hard to tell in the middle of a battle what tactics people have gone for, which maybe they should show in some way. Right, so aftermath. Victorious or defeated, the fighting is over. Ships that have survived the battle gain experience, perhaps even level up. Ships that didn't make it, well, all that remains of them is 100,000 pieces of applause, metal and bone tumbling through space. A warning to all. Better luck next time if that's the case. I don't think there's a way to do expeditions of destroyed ships, which maybe they could do. It's a bit like Stellaris, that would be, but there's no advanced report at the end of the battle yet available as well, but it will be at some point. Okay, so I better get out of here then. What quest have I got left? Survive the battle and win. That doesn't seem to have been failed, surprisingly. So maybe I get a second chance later on. But for now I need to get out of here. Are they gonna try and invade my outpost? That wouldn't be good. Okay, I'm going to bring this back to where that. I've got enough money to colonize somewhere this turn. How many? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, but 3 are outpost. Yeah, I'm gonna have happiness issues coming up in a bit. Where should I colonize then? Gano? I'll do Echius first. Hopefully my influence will grow on Ymnos. The obelisk, I could actually build it on this world because it's temperate. That would gain me more influence, but it's a bit too far away maybe, and there's no temperate world there. Right, so Echius. Let's colonize. Cost is going up. And I'm not going to do any of those. Laws I could do as well, couldn't I? The most expensive ones. That's one I'd really want, but I don't have the support. And pacifist, that would be nice as well, but I do have the support and not the money yet. And the others I'm not sure I want to do. Okay, support here looks like industry is back in the lead supposedly, but we've heard that before. Right, Caravel got made. I am going to bring that over to the Leos. Doesn't look like Leos is actually connected to anything. Let's bring him over to there. Oh, wow, 12 turns, okay. We get a speed boost when I get that, though. And let's get the science up here, is it? Or the happiness. Get that up first or next. Population's capped here, so I don't need the foods. That doesn't have enough foreign population for it to be worthwhile. I'll probably get more caravels out in a minute. Right here. Enter.